Holiday family time is great, but being cooped up indoors with everyone can be really stressful. I'm David Mizejewski with the National Wildlife Federation, and I'm here with Rebecca Cohen from Rebecca Plants. Now, Rebecca, as a mom, I'm sure you can agree that being trapped inside with the kids all holiday season can drive you crazy.
You know, it really can. And as a mom, it relieves so much stress for me to get outside in winter with my kids. And what a great way to give an outdoor experience for your guests and your family in winter.
And we're going to show you how to do just that. And it's actually a lot simpler than you might think. I mean, one of the things that I like doing in the wintertime is literally just going outside for a walk.
It can be a little hard sometimes to get everybody bundled up, but once you do, you get active and start peeling off the layers.
It's actually also a great way to work off some of those extra calories that we tend to consume during the holidays. And during winter, in most places, there's no leaves on the trees, so it's a really great opportunity to see what's going on in nature and go for a wildlife watch. See what I mean? With no leaves on the trees in the winter, you can see deep into the woods, and that means you have a better chance of spotting birds and squirrels and maybe even bigger animals.
And you can look for signs of wildlife too, right?
That's right. You don't actually have to see the animals all the time, but you can look for their signs. So for example, I found this really neat blue jay feather. I know it's a blue jay because, look, it's blue and it's got the little white tip on there, and I just found this on the ground. Now, I didn't actually see the bird, but I know it's around because I found the feather. Another thing I found just now was this cool nut that has been chewed open by a flying squirrel. And I know that because this circular pattern on the top here that has been gnawed into is a sign of flying squirrels. Now, look around. You know, you can look up in trees and look for, say, holes that woodpeckers have drilled in, and you know that the woodpeckers have been around. And actually, those are great spots to look for squirrels and other animals that are hanging out in there to get away from the cold temperatures during the winter time. You can look on the ground for, say, rotting wood that has really cool, brightly colored fungus on it. Or you can look on the bark of trees for lichens that are growing there. You can also look on the ground for holes too. It's not just up in the trees. So you might be able to find a burrow of something like a woodchuck or a fox or a chipmunk.
Oh wow, and you know what my kids and I love to look for are nests.
Yep.
And look at what my 5-year-old found.
Yeah, now this is a really awesome nest. Do you know what bird it's from?
I don't.
Okay, this is a ruby-throated hummingbird nest.
Wow.
It's really, really cool. Now check it out. These are lichens that the hummingbird went out and collected, little bits of lichens, and it wove it together into this tight little cup using plant fibers and spider webs.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a glue that sticks it all together. And what's really cool about this is that your chances of spotting this in the spring or the summer when there's leaves out are almost nil because it's just covered, it's so small. But in the winter time, when you go out on your hike or your wildlife watch, you can actually have a chance of seeing this.
And you know what I love about Wildlife Watch is it shows you exactly what to look for in your area.
Check out this cool leaf I found on our wildlife watch. This is something that my family did when we were kids growing up and we went outside on our holiday walk. We would make a contest to see who could find the coolest leaf, whether it was the biggest one or the brightest colored one. And it was just a fun way of adding a little bit of competition into the outdoor experience. And for kids, that actually can be something that gets them a little bit more excited. You know, and it's as simple as kind of turning it into a scavenger hunt. Come up with a list of the kinds of things that you might think you're going to find and then award the winner when you get back inside.
That's a great idea. And the way that we take our nature experience back inside the house is through our holiday decorations. Everyone, family and guests, get a plastic bag and they pick up things just that they find in our neighborhood. And what a great way to actually have place cards for each person at the table. And the grandparents and aunts and uncles, everybody really gets into it.
Yeah, this is really cool because all of these little plant pieces here, the holly and the seed heads and the grasses, I'm actually seeing out and about in the landscape here. So it's like free decor.
And look here what my 5-year-old did. Really everything he just picked up off the ground, a leaf, a rock, some ornamental grass, and even a nest.
I'm really impressed. It's like something that you would see in a magazine.
Well, and the best thing is, even with the centerpiece in the middle, that's something that we all did outside together.
I love all your ideas for making holiday decor with nature items. Another really fun thing that you can do is to collect some items from the outside, like these pine cones, and turn them into homemade bird feeders.
You know, that's a great idea and something wonderful for the kids to be doing.
That's right, and it's a great way to actually give back to nature a little bit and help feed the birds during the cold winter season. And it's really as simple as just getting some string, a pine cone, or in your case, a bagel, you spread some peanut butter on it and dip it in the birdseed and you're good to go.
You know, this is great. I love the idea with bagels. Can you use any bagel?
Yeah, you know, you can use whole wheat bagel, whole grain bagel, bagel with seeds on it. I tend to avoid the bagels with lots of sugar in them because it's just not as good for the birds.
Now, what if a child is allergic to peanut butter? What's an alternative?
You know, you can use some vegetable shortening, and I know a lot of kids these days are allergic to peanuts. So anything that you can really use as a natural glue to stick the seeds onto the bagel or the pine cone. You know, you can also put on dried fruit. You can put on whole nuts like peanuts or almonds or anything like that. You can really make them pretty too, and you know, make it into a craft project that actually helps the wildlife.
Now, what if you don't have birdseed at your house? What other things can you use that maybe you have in your kitchen?
Yeah, like I said, you can use any kind of nuts or seeds, you know, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, anything like that that, you know, will sort of simulate the kinds of food that the birds are finding in nature. So if you want to find out more about this project, the decorating projects, or how to go on a wildlife watch, just visit beoutthere.org. Whether your holiday season brings sunny blue skies or snow on the ground, you can still get outside.
That's right, and it's simple, easy, and a great way to reduce stress for the holidays.
It's all part of National Wildlife Federation's Be Out There campaign. We want you to have a healthy, safe, and outdoor holiday this year.
And remember, for more information on outdoor traditions, go to beoutthere.org.
Happy holidays.